Good morning, good afternoon. This is the third or fourth time I try this video. Hopefully this time it actually works. So we're going to learn how to derive the distance formula using pages 51 to 53. And like in the other videos, now I'm recording in a live class, so I am going to be asking the live class to answer questions. Are you guys ready? You guys are green class, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So do you guys agree that the shortest distance between 2 points is a curve? Is that true or false? What's the shortest distance between 2 points? A segment, right? A line segment, right? So what's the shortest distance between P and Q? A line segment, right? Let's connect that. That's the shortest distance between P and Q. If we want to find the distance between P and Q, right now we don't have the distance formula. So we have to find a way to find that distance, the exact distance. I can't just take out my giant protractor and measure that, right? Because it's not even to scale. These aren't even 1 inch apart. So how can I accurately measure the distance between P and Q? I can't. So I have to use these points right here, 1, 4, these coordinates, and 13, 9. On page 51, it asks you to make a vertical segment and a horizontal segment. So you should have made a horizontal segment like this, and a vertical segment like this. What shape does that make? You guys recognize this, right? Right triangle. A right triangle. And we called this intersection point R. If you guys did number 2 on page 51, it asks you to create this intersection and to label it point R. Now, what are the coordinates of R? What are the coordinates? 13, 4, right? And if you notice, R shares the same x coordinate as Q does, and R has the same y coordinate as P. That's not a coincidence. That's for a reason, right? So why don't we find the distance between P and R? What's the distance between P and R? The distance? 12. Good. So some of you guys, what you guys notice is you have 13 and 1. 13 minus 1 is 12, right? So it's like you found the absolute value of 13 minus 1, or the absolute value of 1 minus 13. What's the absolute value of 1 minus 13? Negative 12. What's the absolute value of negative 12? 12. An absolute value means distance, right? The distance something is away from another number, or the distance that this number is away from 0. We usually say that, but we should always say that it's just the distance of that number. Now Q and R, we're going to look at the vertical change. What's the vertical change between 4 and 9? 5, right? Now that we have the side lengths, or the sides, what formula do you guys know that is for right triangles to find the hypotenuse? I heard someone say it, the Pythagorean theorem. And the Pythagorean theorem only works for what type of triangles? Right triangles. I heard someone say it. And do we have a right triangle here? Yes, we do. So I'm still trying to find the distance between P and Q, but now since I have a right triangle and I have the side lengths, I can use the Pythagorean theorem to find P and Q. So let's say I have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'm going to plug this in quickly because I want to stop this video at like minute 4, minute 5 to see if it saves. So here I have one leg, here I have the other leg. Let's plug it in here. So we have 12 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. And c squared represents what segment? C represents what segment? PQ, right? This right here. So instead of putting C, I'm going to put PQ. Are you guys okay with me putting PQ? Okay, cool. What's 12 squared? 144. And then 5 squared is? So that's 169 added together. We have PQ squared. The inverse operation of squaring a number is square rooting that number. And I am going quickly because I don't want the video to be too long. So now I have PQ equals the square root of 169, which is, does anyone know it? 13. So the distance between P and Q is 13. The next video is going to show you how to find 13 a much easier way than drawing a right triangle, finding that distance, plugging it into the Pythagorean theorem, and then eventually getting that number. Thank you.